So it's been a long time I updated this project. I did a video to update you guys on the XN1A engine project that I started. Was it last year? No, I think it was early this year. I've forgotten. Well, sometime this year. Yeah, so either February. I think I started it in February or late January. So I know I've shown some of the parts I purchased before. So I want to show you guys the other parts I've acquired since the last time I did a video on that. So now this is cylinder head gasket. This is the brand is L. Is it L? Ring, Elring. Yeah, that's the brand name. I actually ordered it from UK. So they have a lot of. See, guys, it's available in Nigeria. The head gasket for that engine, SN1A, that's a carburetor engine in 505, 2.0 carburetor engine in Peugeot 505, 504. They are available, but they are mostly fake. So I searched, I couldn't get original. All the ones they have here, they are using. You have to buy two. That's you double it. And so I decided to outsource it from outside Nigeria. So I got this one from eBay, UK direct. Um. So this is what do you call? This is timing chain cover. This is OEM. Um. So the original equipment manufacturer. So this is the original new one. This one that covers timing chain. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Okay. This spark plug leads and distributor cap lead as well. So this comes from the spark plugs to ignition, goes to ignition coil, then also goes to distributor cap. This is OEM as well, new one, the set. There are 5 cables there. Now this is auxiliary, I won't call it auxiliary belt. Well, you can still call it, but it's alternator belt. The alternator belt, this is OEM. However, I actually bought it to keep as spare. I'm not going to use this, so this will not be the one I'll put on the engine. I'll just keep this one as spare. However, it's OEM. There's a part number in case you will need it in future. Okay, let me go back so you guys will see the ones that have part numbers on them. This is the part number, the timing chain cover 0318.46. What else? Okay, the part number for this is original aftermarket, so it doesn't have part number on it. So this is the part number for the alternator belt 575054. Okay, moving on. That's Peugeot part number. This is what's it called? The crankshaft bearings. This is the crankshaft bearings. So this is standard. It's not 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40 or whatever. This is standard. Original aftermarket. This is the timing chain. It's actually double. It's more like it's like 2 timing chains. So it's called twin timing chain or double timing chain. So this is the part number 081607. So this is OEM, original, direct. No, it's not ordinary for fake new one. Now this is connecting rod bearing. This is also OEM. You can see the part number 00606.65. Now this is timing chain. The timing chain, what's it called? Tensioner. OEM. So this is the part number is 0818.18. You can actually remove that dot if you want. Well, even if you put it, it will still show you the part if you search for it online, or if you want to order it. Doesn't matter whether you put that dot. Now this is exhaust valve, engine exhaust valve. Is 4 pieces. This is also OEM, new one. So I didn't capture the part number. The part number is on the other side, so I couldn't capture it here. But if you need it, just put the request in the video comment section, and I'll post it there for you. This one is the intake valve. The engine intake valve is also OEM. So the part number also, if you're interested, you can request for it, and I'll post it in the comment section. This is the sleeve or piston liners gasket. It's actually aftermarket. I couldn't get the OEM, so I got a lot of different types from the market. So, well, we'll see. Hopefully it works. I think, in fact, I have more than enough. What I have here can I'm not sure I'll be able to use all of them. But let's see and wait until when the work starts. Now this is alternator belt, another alternator belt, but this is the one I intend to use. You can see the brand is Deco. This one I also ordered it directly from, was it Italy? I know it's from UK, so but the country that it came from, either Italy or UK, has to be. I think it's from UK. So I ordered it from outside Nigeria. So the other one, I'll leave it as spare, the OEM, but this one is aftermarket. But if you need it, this is the part number. All you need is just search for Deco. You can see it here. DAYCO, however you want to pronounce it. Then this is the part number 10A1175C. So you can search for it. You can see the production year is 2019. So that's why I want to use this one. It's newer. The OEM is older, so the lifespan probably has dropped. So I want to use a newer one so that I can accelerate the engine and not worry or bother about the belt cutting. Now this crankshaft pulley is also OEM, new one. As you can see, I ordered for the one that can run the alternator, the power steering pump, and then the AC compressor. So you can look at it, it has 3 holes there. So as this is very important. You may not easily find it in second hand, so I had to order a new one, OEM, not just new. So this is what a lot of people may not know about this part, because it's only on older Peugeot engines that you find this type of parts. It's called push rod, engine push rod. So this there are actually 2 here. Now what I mean 2 different part numbers or parts, even though they are the same push rod. This one here is intake, for intake. You can see, if you look at it very well, you can see this is longer than the one on the left. So is it left or right? So the one that doesn't have any pack or leather beside it is the intake. They actually got torn by the time They came in and the packet were already torn, so I had just remove it. While the exhaust push rod, I see is two are still in the pack, while two are already out. So this the part number is 0939 dot the other one is hidden. The thing is, I have part numbers for all these things, just that I didn't post capture some of these things. Okay, now this is the OE. Remember, this one is also OEM, original new one. That's from Peugeot itself. That's what OEM kind of means, or packaged by Peugeot, or packaged for Peugeot. Now this one is the engine mount for that engine. That's SN engines. This is the engine mount. You can see the part number. It's also OEM 1807 dot is it 25? Yeah, 25. So 1807.25. So of course I bought two because you need two for the engine. Well, it's possible to see get, but this OEM is very important because most of the ordinary new one in the market probably will. I don't. If I before I was when I was still using that engine 504 GL, yeah, it was a waste of money buying those ordinary one in the market. They don't last. So I'm happy I got OEM. So likewise, the spark plug. This is the spark plug for the engine. This is the part number. Budget part number 5962.2L. The Bosch part number is a Bosch spark plug. The Bosch part number is W7D. W7D. So made in Germany. So anyway, it's OEM anyway. Now this is also an OEM part. They call this it has like two names. They call it distributor and oil pump shaft. I've forgotten the technical name, but just this thing I mentioned is enough for you to know the part. Is the one that controls from the distributor and oil pump. It kind of works on both these things. So I decided to buy original new one. Okay, so that's that. This is BA7. That's a manual gear, 5-speed manual gearbox. Even 4-speed can use it too, but 5-speed manual gearbox for the 504 or 505. BA7/5 gear or manual gearbox. However, I may end up not using this one, even though I bought this is new OEM new. I may end up not using this one because it's after I made the purchase that I realized that this probably will serve for or can only work well with manual gearbox with cable, the clutch, the one that comes with clutch controlled system. So I prefer a gearbox that has that the clutch can be can be hydraulically controlled. Don't want that cable thing. So we'll see. If I can't get if during the installation I realize that this one will work very well, then I can buy a used one. So can get a used one to work with the clutch. Otherwise, if this one works well, fine. If it doesn't, I'll probably sell it back or give it out. Anyway, I don't like that clutch cable. Now this is a thrust washer. That's what we call it. Thrust, THRUST. This is standard. So this new one, not OEM anyway, automotive. aftermarket. So standard. What else? This is the engine oil pump. SASIC. If you are if you are into Peugeot 504 or you know much about that, you know about this brand. When it comes to original oil pump in that engine, SN engine, is SASIC. So yeah, it's a new one. Moving on. Okay, another. Now this is a camshaft, brand new camshaft, OEM. So I bought brand new. I decided not to go for a used one. It's a brand new one. So all right. This is the engine cylinder head. Some people call it top cylinder. So this is the engine cylinder head. As you can see, this is brand new one. New one. Decided not to go for a second hand one because I don't want all those stories. We have probably the previous user have used the car and overheated several times and damaged it. So you may buy it and every now and then you're having overheating issue. So I decided to go for a new one, original new one, and won't have to worry myself. So you can see everything there is new. Got it. You can even see it's actually numbered. The cylinders. This side is the one for the what's it called? This is exhaust manifold side. So you can see the number of cylinders: 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. So it's OEM, brand new, original. Now this is engine block. Yes, this is engine block. OEM too. OEM. I went there and this is not like as I saw. Of course, it's dusty because it's been there for many years. Because it's not like a bad people buy often. So, but I confirmed before I made the purchase. So it's brand new, original one. Not just original, brand new OEM. So, see, for those, I know a lot of people will wonder, wow, so one can actually get original engine block, new one. Yes, yes, I got it. See the number on it. Actually, no, in fact, from here I can tell you all the parts that will be attached here. This one, okay, let me just move on. I won't waste time. Of course, this is the other side of the block where the piston liners or the sleeves goes into, or where they are, this you slot them in before you pass the pistons to them. So the one I have, the piston I bought, they already have the sleeves already have the pistons and the rings, so I already assembled inside as a unit. So okay, let's go back. Oh, this one, this thing, this is this at least with this number. This number might help you to source it on the cylinder head. Engine cylinder head 943 0001021. No, 943 004 021. I can't really tell if that is the part number, to be honest. But I know for sure this is for SN1A engine. SN1A engine. So, of course, the cylinder head for SN1 SN1 is different from this one, even though both of them use the same engine block and every other part, but this one is different. The even intake manifold is different. So many other things. So, and then, I don't know. Okay, of course, I already shown you guys some of the past, the initial video I did. I showed the parts I purchased before, like this new alternator OEM. I don't know if I will eventually use this alternator, but we'll see. The alternator, the amp is about 50. It will start and work well with the car. What I do not know is how well will it work with the electric fan. Now it can also power AC, but because I'll be using electric fan on the for the cooling system, engine cooling system. So I'm not sure you'll be able to power both electric fan, AC, and headlamp on at the same time. But it depends. It's after the installation and at night I will do the test. Put on the headlamp full, the main headlamp, put on the AC, and see what happens. If the voltage still remain at 14 volts with that load, then I'll leave it. If it doesn't remain, what I will now do is I will use the current old alternator on the V6 engine. I'll just swap it to this one, to the new XN1A engine I'm building. So whichever one, we'll see how it goes. This is the only one. There's another alternator, new alternator I saw for the 504 engine, but that one has a lower amp. That one is like 35 amps. So that one, in fact, that cannot even power AC. You'll be able to carry AC, but this one should carry, except that it's only that far electric fan that I don't, and I don't want to use the mechanical fan. So we'll see what happens. This one is for us. I've shown it before. This is OEM pasting and OEM pastings set of pastings, set of sleeves. That is, we also call it pasting liners, and also set of rings. So the rings are already inside the. They are already assembled on the pastings, and the pastings are inside the sleeves. So they are more like units now. All you need is just install them on the engine block. This is the oil filter. The good thing is the engine, even though it was produced in the 1960s, yet it still use the oil filter you find in modern Peugeot car, like Peugeot 406, 407, 607, I'm talking about EW engine, ES engine. In fact, so if you are using a Peugeot 505 or interested in that, you shouldn't be worried, because the oil filter is the same one you use in modern ones or newer ones, not the turbocharged ones anyway. Then this other one is main that engine oil seal, the one on the flywheel side, this black thing there. There are some gaskets, but I didn't capture them on this picture. There are some gaskets. What really happened? Normally, if you are buying the complete box of OEM piston and sleeve for the SN engine, it normally comes with both, what's it called? Trying to remember this thing. Complete gasket. To have all those gaskets there will be there, including the oil filter. But because the few people that had the pack, if I was only one person that found that had this particular set, so I don't know. Instead of him to have patience, they started selling off those gaskets separately until now. I came for this. So unfortunately, couldn't get the box complete with all the parts that are supposed to be there. Still, it was expensive. It still wasn't even cheap. I got it 80,000. Yes, this thing as it is like this, 80,000. naira. So of course, yes, one would have said, if I'm spending that kind of huge amount, it's everything is supposed to be there. So if they are not there, then it will make sense to make that purchase. But like I said, you won't even find you won't even find another person. It may take you another 1 year to find somebody that have an old stock that have not sold his own. You know, so and another good thing is that those gaskets you can actually buy them elsewhere. It's not like it must be the one that comes with the OEM pack. So I decided to anyway to go ahead and buy it. It's not like I have that choice that much. The choice are limited. So I've already started. I've purchased few of those gaskets. I still need more. I think what I'll do is when the time for assembly comes, I will buy another complete gasket kit. I'll buy complete, even though I won't use all of them. I'll just buy. You take the ones I need and get it done. It's not really that expensive. I think it's about 2 to 3,000 naira. So everything will be there. However, there's some picture I did not capture. That was a valve or a sales. I have the OEM, which is supposed to actually be in this box, but I had to now buy it separately. But I didn't capture. I forgot to snap it when I made the purchase. So that one is covered. This is the crankshaft, new one. So you can see this particular crankshaft. Well, I know it's not OEM. Difficult to get OEM crankshaft now. It's not OEM, but it's new one. Hopefully, it will serve me because I chose not to buy second hand. You won't be able to get standard crankshaft. I don't think it's possible to get standard crankshaft second hand. So I decided to buy a new one, standard. So the only thing remaining now is for me to be using quality engine oil so that the crankshaft will last or won't have any problem. What will kill crankshaft faster is if you use all this fake engine or wrong engine oil, it will mess up the crankshaft. So I decided to get a new one. What else? I think so. Okay, carburetor. Yeah, so this is a double carburetor for that engine, soulless, double barrel carburetor. So I will be able to bring out the full power of the engine. And funny enough, even this double carburetor is very fuel economical when you drive it. I won't say slowly, but when you take it easy, it can actually give you up to 40 miles per gallon. UK 40 miles per gallon. So it makes a lot of sense. Even though I know a lot of people prefer single barrel carburetor, but on that 2.0 liter engine, it's not as efficient as people think. This double barrel carburetor is more efficient. It's only consumed when you now start to race the vehicle, start pushing the car hard. Of course, in that case, it will consume, but normal drive consumes very small amount of fuel. So that's all for guys. That's all. So this is for now the parts I've gotten. I think there could be few other parts that I have not included. Or I didn't get this, take the picture. Like one I just remembered while I was going through these pictures. That is the valve or seal. So there could be other ones, a few other things, but I know I still have some parts I still need to get. I've already seen and in fact I've been to a few places where they sell them, seen them. So with time I'll get everything like the gearbox and the rest. I'll get everything and then commence the assembly. So I'll keep you guys updated.